Hey guys, Sean C. Phillips here. I just got back from the 10 p.m. screening of Paranormal Activity 3. I know they had the midnight one. I'm glad I didn't go to it. The theater I was at, there was probably about 1,000 people outside waiting for that showing of that. But anyway, though, I'm here to talk to you about, Paranormal Activity 3. And, basically, if you, it's pretty much, I don't think it totally matters if you haven't seen the last two movies. This technically is the prequel, the beginning of the entire story. And it's about the two girls who you see the older girl in the first movie and then the younger sister in the second movie, and you also see the older one as well. But it's about them. They move into a new house, and their mom has a new boyfriend who's really into film, and he is always films weddings, things like that. And they start hearing weird sounds and things like that in the house. So he starts filming it. So he puts cameras in the girls' room, in their bedroom, and then he makes this one that rotates with a fan. Now that was a pretty cool aspect of the thing. But the one thing though, it's you can't be too technical with this movie though. I mean, if you're really picking it apart, because the fact is in the 80s, because it takes place in '88. The picture quality would not look the way it did because there really wasn't widescreen, handy cams. These are the big cameras. So the technical things about it were a little off. The picture quality was a little bit sharp. I think, when you're filming in low light and at night, you wouldn't have been able to see anything the way they did it if they really were using those cameras. But other than that, it really was pretty creepy. Like the first movie, most of the gags, were things happening like, sounds, a lot of sounds, and a lot of doors opening and closing. The second one had a few things happening to the people. This one was far more physical things happening. People being thrown around, it was much more hyper, I guess, than the last two movies. I would definitely recommend it. I actually surprisingly liked it more than the other two for some reason. I don't know if it was the story, it was a little bit more interesting. The end was actually pretty cool. It was a little different than you'd think it would be, comparing when you think back to the first movie. Like I said, I don't know, I think it was pretty well done. The thing is, these kind of, for the first movie, there was a bit of a gimmick where, you kind of, a lot of people bought into thinking, oh, is this real? Is this really found footage? This one doesn't work as well in that aspect. The only thing, they're mainly because in the video there are cuts. So it's basically like it's a put together video of, basically they play a tape, playing a tape of all the stuff the guy filmed. And that's the kind of weird part, is there's like, cuts between the stuff. And that didn't make sense because it kind of makes you wonder who cut this together, especially with the end. You won't understand that part. So there was a lot, like I said, there's a lot of technical things about this that weren't, correct. But as a movie, it really was pretty creepy. There was a few really decent scares in the movie, especially some scares with the rotating camera. I would definitely, recommend seeing this. And, it really works when you see it with a big group of people. Like, there was a lot of people in this movie making a lot of noise. Though this is the first time I've been to a movie, though, where people kept running back and forth, leaving, and then running back in, making all kinds of noise. I don't know. But anyway, though, I liked it a lot better than the second movie. I didn't really care too much for the second one. Wasn't that interesting to me. This one really was pretty creepy. I like things set in the 80s. They did a pretty good job making it look like it was set in the 80s. But besides the camera and, the technical things about it. But, like I said, I would definitely check it out and look forward to hearing what you guys think of the movie as well. Anyway, though, I'll see you guys later, and tomorrow I'm going to see Johnny English 2.